Wednesday afternoon, and thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. Amber Freeman here with David Goldman.
Amber, I'm sorry. I'm still cold from coming in. It is so cold outside.
I think most people are not working today.
No, I think it's smart, stay in your house. Don't deal with these temps. I just love, because when we pulled up, I noticed your car wasn't here. And I was like, oh, where's Amber? I hope everything's okay. What happened to your car?
I don't drive in the snow. This is no secret. Listen, yesterday I said I was not going to complain, so I am going to stick with that no complaining.
Yep.
But I will admit to you, David, it's making me question a lot of life decisions.
It's chilly, and that's no joke.
There's some major thinking going on in here.
Yeah, you're lucky that we have a great team, and you're lucky for Miss Jess bringing you over here.
Yes, thank you, Jess. That was fabulous. Yesterday you were going to call my parents and go down to Florida, and I was going to set it all up, and you have a place to stay.
Yep.
All right, the plan has changed.
Whoa.
I am now going with you and Brandy.
Okay.
You have to drive me to the airport,
It's cool.
but then once you're there, you're set.
The team.
So
I love it.
We're going home.
I'm just glad your parents are going to take us all in.
Yeah.
We're just Freemans. We love you. Okay, so we'll be there soon. Just get ready for us.
Listen, you'll land at the airport. Once you drop your stuff out at their house, 10 minutes to the beach, but there's no way you want to be at the beach right now because we're even bigger wimps than everybody is here. If it's below 70, well, if it's below 80, I'm not at the beach.
Gosh.
Well, I'm in the beach in sweatpants.
I love hearing that right now with it being like negative 20 out. So
nobody, hopefully nobody's outside because we joke about it, but these are actually really dangerous conditions.
Yeah, there's
Our
some
meteorologists
crazy
have
waves and
talked
stuff.
about this. And I don't think we were expecting snow, so that was a nice little surprise.
Yeah. Well, we asked Alyssa, our awesome meteorologist, if she could change the weather and make it nice and warm. So she's going to try to pull some, see what she can do.
Yeah.
So we appreciate Alyssa on that.
Well, and Jason as well, but you're much nicer.
Yes.
I just kind of
You're
demand.
like,
I'm like,
"Jason,
David,
I need this warm."
Jason, what's going on here? Hopefully all of you are inside.
Yeah.
Let us know what you're doing. Go on our Facebook page,
Yeah.
and if you're not snowed in, what would be,
You're cold in, okay? Because it is cold, y'all.
whatever today is called, let us know what you're doing instead.
I like that. I want to know. Hit our Facebook up.
And if you have to be outside, let us know why.
That's true.
All right. Well, we're talking about the cold. Again, we didn't really think it was going to snow this much. Meteorologists, no. We blame them. That's not their fault. But snow days for kids, they're fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
But listen to this. How one school decided to announce their snow day has gone viral with over 14 million views. Two Schwartz Creek officials decided to announce their snow day with a rendition of a popular song. Take a listen to this.
Let me reiterate that we are not going to humiliate ourselves by singing a snow day song.
I don't honestly know what happened. I mean, I can't stand it when people sing about snow day songs.
I heard about a winter storm. It's cold and dreary, stay home, stay warm. It's cold and it's a snowy winter morning. It goes like this when the snow hits, the buses can't get out of it. It's cold and it's a snowy winter morning. It's a snow day, a winter cold day. Stay home and just play. It's a great family day.
Man, that just took it there.
Yeah?
Those guys are awesome.
I think the glasses took it there, personally. If you're going to sing at any moment, please have an extra pair of glasses in your pocket to take out and make it official.
You got to have your hater blockers on, and these guys are doing great.
I would never even think that's what they are. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they're just owning it.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a great
Guys
job.
like that don't have haters, David.
Those guys
That's personal experience.
are honestly doing amazing. Like, I want them to be my teacher.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So do they put that over like the announcements? How does that work?
I'm sure they just how they send all these kids emails now?
No, because I didn't
yeah.
have a phone in school.
They send you emails, they send you your homework now, so if it's a snow day.
So they just sent that out?
And,
That's
and
pretty
they
cool.
just probably sent it out to everybody. So kudos to those guys.
Yeah,
they did a
and
great
they
job.
are now the coolest teachers in school. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely the coolest.
And they said, have fun with your family. So go
I
have
love
fun with your family. Well, it is cold outside today. Everywhere here, way up north, it's so cold. So there's some things you need to know, especially if you're not used to the cold. There's some things that you should and should not do to stay safe. And something you really want to think about is what you leave in your car. Yes, of course, your family members, your pets, they're all very important, but there are some other items you should think about as well. Here is what experts say you should not leave in your car during this Arctic cold weather. Number one, David.
Cell phones. Just make sure that, you're not using them. I think it's with temperatures below 32 degrees.
Well, they recommend that you don't use them.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
who listens to that?
I'm definitely going to be using my cell phone.
I'm sure you've already used.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But don't leave it in your car. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of it has to do with the lithium batteries.
Yep, it'll expand or whatnot. Is that what happens?
I don't know the specifics. That's very scientific.
Well, and then next we've got leaving, soda, beer, or even canned food, because all that liquid's going to expand when it freezes, which could definitely cause an explosion. And nobody wants to come into their car and find, some green beans or even a case of beer that got left over.
Well, I will tell you, my first winter living experience in Colorado, I may have had some soft drinks in the back of my car because I was lazy and didn't,
Right.
You can only bring so many groceries in
Totally.
at once. So
Did
they
you
had
have an
been,
explosion?
yeah, there was a major explosion. And I didn't know why. That's
You're like, what's going on
when,
here?
when you put people in situations they're not used to, you just realize how
Life lessons.
ignorant. you
Life
might be.
lessons, people. And that's what
It
we're
was a
helping
little
out with.
sticky in there.
This next one could get really gross.
Okay.
So next one we have is eggs. If you left your groceries in the car overnight, throw away any cracked eggs. Ugh, nobody wants to come into that.
This is my advice. Just don't have eggs in the car to begin with.
I'm sure that would smell really good. Next we've got medication. So this is a big one. Some prescriptions can actually be affected by the low temperatures.
Yeah, doesn't it say on a lot of your prescription medication bottles or containers to, keep them in certain temperatures?
Right.
Which
Well,
I never believed.
I
I just thought that was a, hey.
I felt like heat would affect it, but I didn't really think about cold affecting
Right.
it. Because I was like, oh, it's like a freezer. It just keeps it
Yeah,
keeps it longer.
that is true because a lot of people keep their medication in the refrigerator.
Yeah, so I
Don't
wouldn't have
do
thought
it,
that.
people. Don't do it.
Be careful. And last, we've got having a low gas tank. Experts say that it's more than half full so that you prevent the lines from freezing, which, my dad was always really good about making sure we had that stuff in our gas tank.
What stuff?
Like basically antifreeze.
Oh,
to
you
keep
put that
your-
in the gas tank?
Well, a specific gas one so that it keeps your gas from freezing.
Can you buy this?
Yeah, you can get it basically like Big Lots, Walmart, or like AutoZone. So
Or if
Yeah.
there's a nice little gas ferry that just wants to go around and do this in all the parking lots,
Yeah.
that could be your mission.
thank you, thank you.
Just giving you a life mission.
It's like, David, we're going to record you out in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
Just people see me, they're chasing me down.
I should they'll probably think you're ruining their car. Maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that. But so there really is something that you can put in there.
Definitely, and it could save you, so do that.
All right, good advice. Hopefully you all have taken this and again are inside. It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're eating.
Oh, like some good tomato soup and some grilled cheese. Oh man, I just got so hungry, y'all. Sorry, Amber. It came out. Here I am, starving Dave.
I'm thinking, bigger, but we'll go with that. All right, talking about bigger, this is horrible. This is a fear. Trouble from down under. A woman in Australia was using the restroom when she suddenly felt a sharp little sting on her bottom, and it turns out it was a 5-foot python inside her toilet. 5 feet, and it bit her. She thinks she knows what set him off, as she says, quote, do we say this?
Yeah, you gotta say
He
it. It's
didn't
so great.
appreciate that shower under the full moon. The woman called snake professionals to come and get the python, as well as treat her wound. She definitely has a sense of humor.
I love this. Even
You
though,
love this?
Well, it's such a funny story, and I love her little quote. But does this kind of like confirm all fears that you've ever had?
No, this is awful. And it does happen. And I'm going to warn you, if you're going to come down to my parents, you're going to have to deal with snakes.
Well,
not in the house. We don't have.
You tell the Freemans they better get that those
This
pest control
this
there.
has never happened, but I know it has happened down in my house at least, but down in the south, where especially where they get up into the things.
Yeah, in
There
the
was a video
pipes.
not too long ago of like a water moccasin, but 5 feet. That's huge.
That is huge, but don't you ever look in the toilet
That's
before
what I
you?
was wondering too, but maybe it was
She was
hidden
just in a hurry?
in the well,
She's on the phone. She's just doing her
listen,
thing.
I'm not questioning her bathroom habits. I'm not going there. But she did say in the article that she knew well enough to not flush the toilet so that it would go down back into the pipes. And my
Man.
thinking is, so as we're teaching people, not teaching, as we're learning
Right.
snow techniques, is that something you learn in Australia? If there's a snake in your toilet, do not flush it.
I know. That would have probably been my first move.
To flush
Yeah,
it.
like get rid of this thing, and then she's got a bite to the rear. So
Yeah, once bitten, twice shy. Is that twice
man.
bitten once?
I love her sense of humor with the whole situation.
She
but
is funny.
It's definitely got me nervous about using the bathroom from now on.
TMI. All right. Let's go back to some more cold, right? A 3-year-old, that sounds better than a snake in the
Yep,
toilet right
yep,
now. A 3-year-old went missing in the woods for 2 days in freezing temperatures, but don't worry, the child was found, and he says he made a friend out in the woods who protected him. His friend, it was a bear. The boy was found tangled in some thorny bushes, and that's when he told the search party about his experience. This has been all over the news. Have you seen this?
I have, and do you believe it? Do you believe a bear was really taking
Yes.
care of this little boy?
I believe kids.
I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like all the
Kids are
ladies
the
I've
most
asked.
honest people ever.
I don't know about that either, Amber. Apparently, you've never met some kids that
Well,
I've talked
they have
to.
great imaginations.
That's true. Well, I'm just thinking this
I'd
kid
rather
saw the
believe
Jungle
it.
Book. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Baloo. And I don't know. I just think, this little guy made it. He's 3 years old. And it's a pretty incredible story. But whenever I asked our team about it, I feel like all the females were like, oh, yeah, the bear's definitely taking care of this little boy.
So you don't believe that?
I don't know. I'm just kind of.
I mean, it's kind of a miracle that he survived that long. I don't know exactly what the bear would do.
Maybe just kind of warm him
I
up.
really would
cuddle
like
him.
to get him as an exclusive interview.
Yeah, just put us on that. We're going to try to talk this little guy.
I mean, I don't know if the bear would attack them. He would have no reason. He wouldn't be threatened.
Yeah, he's this like little cub looking.
Yeah, and there's
kid.
stories of this happening with other animals
Yeah.
all over. I don't know
Again,
about.
The Jungle Book. That's basically the only story I'm thinking
No,
of.
there's stories. I've heard stories.
Okay, stories, people.
If this happened, do you think he's like going to go back and they reunite? We just won't even go there. It's bad.
I have my question on that story. But anyways, I'm glad he's okay. What? I just don't know if I believe this bear taking care of this kid. Here's some fish.
Well, I don't think he cooked him up dinner and told him bedtime stories.
Well, that's all I'm saying. I want to know details.
The experts, we always say experts. They
Experts.
say that maybe the bear kind of kept him warm because it was so cold out there.
I
They
dig
don't
that.
know if he could have survived
I
without
dig that.
something happening,
All right,
especially
all
being
right.
that young. I would like to believe it. Don't ruin
Don't
dreams.
ruin this. Sorry, I want to know what people think about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's one of those stories where I bet we'll see a lot of like, some people are going to be like, no way.
It's a 3-year-old.
It's a 3-year-old people.
All right, here's a follow-up to a story we told you about a bride who had guests wear color-coordinated outfits to her wedding. Music video, she had a wedding music video. That's what was going on. And each outfit was determined by that person's weight. After that story went viral, the bride is making headlines yet again. Listen to this. She had her bridesmaid each take a polygraph to figure out which one leaked those instructions. When she discovered that person, according to the bride's post about her polygraph party, she kicked her out of the ceremony, and in the same post, she reminded her lady guests that their secondary outfit, not the one for the music video, must total $1,000 because they're having a $24,000 themed wedding.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, were you here when we talked about this
I
story?
was, yeah. And this lady just kind of gets a little bit crazier by the story.
So, well, let's just recap. We have very little time, but she had this crazy thing where she wanted people to buy designer outfits, go out to Hawaii, I believe, and it was this huge hoopla. It obviously went viral as soon as everybody realized these were ridiculous requests. She got mad, had a polygraph party, had all her bridesmaids take.
polygraph party?
Yeah, and she figured out which one. She's out of the party. She's saving a lot of money as well.
Yeah, I was like, she's $6,000 richer now. I don't know. This lady is cray cray for real.
But you wonder if this is going to happen again, because now that everything goes viral, like if somebody's like, I need to know who my true friends are.
Oh, these people, I mean, they just take it to that next level.
Well, you said you were all for this wedding, if I remember correctly.
I mean, I like to look good.
David
okay?
Goldman was a big supporter.
I think I was, but this polygraph test, come on.
She bought one online. That was the funny thing. I think it was like $100 Amazon polygraph
I'm
test. And she's
buying
like, it
one.
didn't work so great, but it worked great enough that I now know who the rat is.
We're going to bring it on the show, and we're going to start doing polygraph tests.
Yeah, we should. Watch
Yep.
out, people.
I've got some questions, Amber.
If you are questioning your friends, Amazon has you covered. Actually, I think that's a good idea.
Let's
do
get
that.
one. We can have Dee do it.
Yeah, all right.
saying.
Let us know what you think if you would take your friends to that next level.